Fuck it. Hey, what's up? We're live. This is Roll For It, episode number 6. We're gonna fuck some shit up. So,
No idea.
I'm gonna find out. When I watch the VOD back, I'm gonna find out, and then I'll probably hate text you. I'll be like, what the fuck? Alright, I should not have jumped in there, because I was totally not prepared, but, yeah, welcome back. Sorry for the 1 week lapse in YouTube uploads. Been really busy this week, so episode 5 will technically be uploaded. I mean, if you're watching this on YouTube, then you know that it's there, and it says, like, uploaded 5 minutes ago. That's because I'm uploading them both at the same time, because I was really fucking busy this week. It happens. That's life. You'll notice we're missing 2 people tonight, so we're just gonna move on without them. Yeah, that's that. So picking up from where we left off from last week, and I'm going to use this term very loosely, heroes are in the main foyer of the castle that they have been sent to retrieve a bone crown as proof of their adventurershipness. Look, I make up words. That's a thing. Just get used to it, okay? So, yeah, they've just vanquished some foes, and they stand before the door that enters further into the castle.
I check if it's locked.
It is not.
How would you guys like to proceed from here? We looted these guys, right?
Probably?
I don't remember.
I don't recall.
Can I roll history for that?
I don't know, so... like I said, I was really busy this week. Tell you what, if you guys didn't, then we'll do that outside of show, and I'll just add it to your inventory of whatever it is that you got.
Oh,
Good?
Alright.
Alright. Good compromise. Thanks, boys.
Okay, I turn around and boot the door.
Okay, it swings open, and you now see from where you're standing, excuse me, you see a kind of dark room. You can't really tell what's in there, but you can see something right in the middle of the room. It looks to be about the size of a door, and it's a reflective surface.
Okay, I take one step back and I look over my shoulder at these guys and go, "The fuck is that?" Because they both have night vision and I don't.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a look.
Okay. So from where you're standing, you can see that it's a dark room, and you see something about the size of a door, and it's got a reflective surface. Just as an aside, I know you both have dark vision. It's still dark.
Do you have any more of those flares?
Sunrod.
Sunrod, yeah.
Yeah. I got one left. I'll crack it.
Just one?
I cracked it.
Okay. You're holding a
And,
cracked sunrod.
Alright, I test the darkness with the sunrod.
Are you throwing it in?
No, I'm gonna walk slightly into the room, like
Okay.
5 feet, and be like poking at it.
Okay, the second that you enter the room, like 1 centimeter into the room entirely lights up. And you see directly in front of you is a mirror.
I didn't even clap. I put the sunrod down the front of my belt and take a look around. Do I see anything besides the mirror?
Yes, you do. So, directly to the left side of the door, you can see a coat of arms. Directly to the right side of the door, you can see a coat of arms. Aside from that, there is a table in the middle of the room, in front of the mirror, and it is empty. And that's all you see. The room is completely empty, aside from the mirror, table in front of it, 2 coat of arms by the door. 1 on either side.
Okay, I'm gonna start walking up to the mirror.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna drink some healing potions. How much? What do I roll for them again?
I think it's a 1d8
Alright, that works.
per. I can't remember what values I gave you before.
Alright, that's good.
Oops.
I drank 3 healing potions.
Cool. You feel rejuvenated and healthy.
I'm gonna drink one of those. Blood brews.
Okay. I think it's the same thing, yeah.
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 Yay.
I don't
Wow.
think I have any of mine blood brew stuff left.
Well, you guys will have to kill some more people then.
Perfect.
I'm only down
Oh wait,
a little
We
bit.
just killed a
though.
bunch of people.
did we give him
It's true,
all
you
the drows? We gave him all of them?
I don't know.
We just recently killed a bunch in the courtyard
Yeah,
there,
true.
but
The
we
three
didn't stop
the
thinking
three
about
guys
it.
that you killed were human.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? That's interesting.
The courtyard entering the castle, they were drow.
Yes.
The foyer that you guys were standing in a minute ago, it was humans.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they were dressed differently then.
Yes.
Were any of them wearing the coat of arms respective to this establishment?
No.
Okay, it's good to know.
Yeah, and
I'm only down 6 HP.
upon mentioning it, I will mention to you guys, passive wisdom would tell you that as you guys are walking through the castle, you have not yet seen a single coat of arms or flag or anything to denote, who owned this castle or whatever. It looks like it's been somebody tried to erase them from history, is what your passive wisdom would tell you.
Okay.
What's in the mirror?
Are you all in the room, or? Okay,
Yeah, I'm in the
so
room.
Ginkgo.
I'm gonna be right outside the room.
Okay, so as you're looking in the mirror, what you see is, I'm gonna tell you from your perspective, not from the mirror's perspective back at you. So when I say left, it's your left, not the mirror's left. So it would be on the mirror's right, because it's a reflection, right? Okay, so on the left you see a coat of arms. On the right of the door, you do not. And on the table, there is a pile of golden coins.
Okay. I lock eyes on the pile of golden coins and start walking backwards and watching myself in the mirror
Okay.
and testing the table with my hand until I get to the spot where the coins are supposed to be.
You do not feel any coins.
But what does the reflection show?
It shows you touching the metal or the golden coins.
Interesting.
I should
Okay.
also mention that in the mirror you can see Kruven, but you cannot see Ginkgo.
Landlocked. Okay. Hey guys, it's a puzzle. We don't see any other doors.
No other doors. In fact, looking in the mirror, it shows the door that you guys came through is closed, and there is no discernible etchings or anything on the door. It's just plain wooden. If you didn't know that that's where you came from, you wouldn't even notice that it's a door.
Okay. I think. Well, there's a couple different things that this could be. That mirror could be a door in itself to take us to an alternate version of this castle. This could be a trap. But I'm going to first search the room for other doors to see if there's a hidden door in this room and if this is just maybe one big distraction.
Okay. You want to roll investigation for that then?
Yes, I would.
Oh, very good roll. So upon investigating the rest of the room, what you see in the room is a coat of arms left of the door, coat of arms right of the door, an empty table in the middle of the room with a mirror behind it. Aside from that, the walls have no cracks in them. There's no other doors. There's no pressure plates or hidden panels. You can't see any like holes in the wall where you would see like pots of boiling oil coming out or any arrow holes or anything. It's a completely flawless room.
Okay, I look over at my buddy Kruven and I say, If I disappear, either follow me or take all my stuff, and I
Okay.
touch the mirror's surface with my hand.
I'm gonna put my hand on his back as he does that,
Okay.
just to kind
Uh,
of see what happens.
You press your hand against the mirror, touching the reflection of your hand with your hand, and you find that the temperature is room temperature. Kind of cold, a little bit on your hand, but yeah. It doesn't go any further, just pressed up against it, and you're like, it's a mirror.
And I look over my shoulder, expecting to see a pile of gold coins. What do I see?
Nothing.
Damn. Okay, well, I thought that was gonna work. There's no etching on the mirror, no words.
There's a little bit of an inlay that goes around the whole thing, because the mirror is framed in kind of like a slight little bit of a gold trim, and there's just a little bit of decorative embroidery that goes around it, but nothing discernible as far as words or etchings.
Okay. I yell over to Ginkgo. Thoughts?
Can I see them doing this? Oh.
From your perspective, what you saw is you saw Cruven and Jonesy enter the room, and the second they entered the room, they disappeared from your vision, and all you see is a dark room with a door-like object with a reflective surface in a dark room.
Did he hear me?
Nope.
Oh.
Huh. So,
You're like Jon Snow right now. You know nothing.
yeah. I'll just follow him in.
Okay.
I don't know what else I'm gonna do.
You step into the room, and it lights up, nice and bright. And to the left of you, you see a coat of arms. To the right of you, you see a coat of arms. Directly in front of you, you see a blank table, and behind that, you see a mirror with a slight golden trim, with a little bit delicate inlays. And Cruven and Jonesy are standing there, next to the mirror.
Yeah, that's a nice mirror.
Jonesy is looking at you expectantly.
Thoughts?
Good job. You touched it.
Yeah. Nothing
Does
happens.
it feel nice?
It's cold.
Feels like a mirror.
I'd like to go inspect the coat of arms.
Okay. I should mention when I say coat of arms, it's like a full suit of armor on a rack, not
Really?
Like yeah, sorry. I
What is the
misspoke earlier.
condition of this suit of armor?
Flawless.
Really?
Yeah, I totally misspoke because something else. We'll see later. Sorry. And I just rolled with it. So yeah, sorry. It's a full suit of armor, pristine condition, no scratches, no nothing on it. Just standing, one to the left of the door, one to the right of the door.
I don't have use for a full set of armor, but I could use a half plate, like just a piece of breastplate, because that would make my AC skyrocket. My defense skyrocket. Also, guys, keep your eyes peeled for a shield, because if I had a shield and a breastplate, I would be pretty insanely overkill. Anyways, I'm inspecting this suit of armor.
Okay.
It's
Roll
got a crest
inspection?
on it.
Or investigation.
Investigation. Not as
Okay.
good this time.
Yeah, so you can see a little bit of the armor and where it kinks into other parts of the armor, but you cannot tell specifically which part connects into other parts. It almost looks like the whole thing is fused together like one big giant coat of armor. From the sabatons to the greaves to the belt to the chest piece to the pauldrons down to the bracers into the gloves and even the helmet, it all looks like it's like almost welded together. And
I peek through the visor to
Okay.
see if there's anybody inside of it.
you don't see anything inside of it. You see the back of the helmet.
Okay. I'm gonna grab it by the shoulders and shake it to see if any of it comes apart.
It rattles a little bit, but no effect.
I look at the other guys and shrug. Nobody home. You guys have any thoughts on the mirror?
No clue.
Could break it.
Yeah.
We could, but
Because
then
we-
that would limit the possibility of doing anything else with the mirror.
What if there's like a door behind it?
Is the mirror right up against the wall?
No, it's right in the middle of the room.
Okay.
Standing up. It doesn't look like it's leaning against anything. It's just standing up.
So you said, so there's a suit of armor on either side?
One on either side of the door, yes.
Alright, I turn around and see what's different about the other one.
Roll investigation or perception. Your pick.
Yeah, I'll do perception.
Okay.
Fuck.
Absolutely nothing is different.
Can I check out what's different about that one?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, he could tell my heart wasn't in it.
Yank. Oh.
I'm gonna need to roll 1d100. Roll a d100, Bob.
1 second. Pulling myself together.
Okay, that's not bad. So as you're looking at the one coat of armor that Jonesy had already looked at, and as you turn around to go and look at the other one to compare, you trip over the Sabaton and hit the floor. And you are now prone in front of the second coat of armor.
Does it look any different from down here?
Nope. It looks exactly the same, only your perspective has changed because you're looking from the floor.
Alright, figured I'd try. I'm gonna get up.
Okay.
Do the
You
suit
are
of armors
standing.
have weapons?
Perfect.
They just got their hands in front of themselves. They're all...
Kind of like that. As if they would be holding a sword or something by the hilt, sword facing down.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna walk
there's no
over to
sword.
the mirror and see if they look different in the mirror.
Okay. So when you look in the mirror, again, you see a coat of armor on the left side of the door. Notably missing, there is no coat of armor on the right side of the door. And the table has a pile of gold coins.
Okay. I'm gonna take out... on the side of the mirror where there's a missing suit of armor, I'm gonna go over there and push over the suit of armor.
Okay. That is
Can I
on the right side of the door, if you were to look
Okay.
at it from coming in.
Yeah, I'm gonna push it over. Can I just do that? Or do you want me to...
No, you're good. You can just push it over.
Okay.
With a clang,
I-
it hits the ground, and it is now prone.
And then I'm gonna go over to the table and just start emptying gold into the middle of the table,
Yeah, I see where you're
out of my pockets.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Until I'm like approximating the size of the pile in the reflection, and then I just keep trying to like make it look like that. Because
Would
I've
you-
got a lot of gold.
Would you like to turn around and look in the mirror and count the coins?
How many? Can I count how many coins there are?
Yes. It's not a large pile.
Oh, okay. How many coins?
13.
13. Okay. I take 13 gold pieces out of my bag and stack them in the same order and configuration as they see them in the reflection.
Okay.
And then I look at the mirror.
The mirror kind of shimmers a little bit. From the top all the way down, you see a little bit of a shimmer.
I look at the other guys and I go, I think I got this.
Just give him
Okay.
a slow clap.
From the ground.
I stood up, don't worry.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, not it.
Alright, I'll go.
All
Okay,
right.
I'm gonna reverse what it did last time. If he's gonna touch it, I'm gonna put my hand on his back.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna go up and just
Okay.
give a little
So,
tap.
Kruven, what you see aside from the coat of arms on the left side and the table with the coins on the middle of it, you also see Jonesy behind you, holding your back. And as you press your hand to the mirror, you feel it warm.
It's warm, guys.
But it's still a mirror, and your hand doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, that's shitty.
Maybe
No
close,
change.
Maybe close the door.
What else is different about the reflection in the room that we're in?
Roll perception.
See? Okay.
All right. In the mirror, you can see the door is closed, and you can tell the difference that your current door is open, as well as in the mirror, you do not see the coat of arms on the right side. However, when you turn around and look back towards the door, you see the coat of arms laying prone.
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody get the door. I'm gonna get the knight.
I'll go
I'm
and
gonna
close the door.
I'm gonna take the knight, and as he closes the door, I push him out down the steps.
Okay.
And then we close the door.
With a clang, you hear the coat of armor ring step after step after step until it goes to the bottom of the 5 steps or whatever I said it was. And
He bangs down the stairs. That would be fun to watch.
Kruven closes the door, and you guys are now in the middle of this room. A coat of armor on your left, and a table with 13 gold pieces in the center. And there's a mirror behind it.
I'm gonna minus 13 gold.
Do it again, I guess.
I'll
Alright.
go touch the mirror. I don't care.
Alright, go for it.
Okay. So both of you are touching it, or just Ginkgo?
I'll let him go first.
Okay, what are the other 2 of you doing?
I'm watching.
Just riding it in.
Okay. So, Ginkgo, aside from the previously mentioned scene, which I'm not going to re-describe for you because you're not an idiot, you see Kruven behind you, and way behind you is Jonesy standing by the door watching. And as you press your hand towards the mirror, you feel it's not really hot, but you would say it feels like you were in a room with a hearth with a fire blazing inside of it, and the mirror kind of feels like jelly.
I'm gonna walk up and put my hand on Kruven's shoulder, and I'm assuming he's got it on Ginkgo's shoulder.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
I shove them a little bit.
Kruven, you feel a little bit of pressure coming from behind you.
I'm just gonna fucking shove him through.
Okay, Ginkgo.
I'm gonna stumble forward, being shoved from behind.
Ginkgo, you've been shoved forward into this mirror. You feel a weird tingling sensation as your entire body gets pushed through this gel-like substance, and you find yourself in a room which is very warm. Looking around, you can see 4 tables completely covered in food and wine and beer and apples and delicious roast. At the end of the hall, on the left side of the hall and the right side of the hall, you can see 2 hearths with fires blazing. And at the end of the room, you can see a door with a no discernible doorknob or anything from how far back you are, and you can see what looks like a plate sticking out of the wall.
Like a placard plate, or like literally a dinner plate?
Literally a plate.
Huh. Okay, I'm assuming we rode through with that cabal.
No, you
like-
shoved him.
Oh, okay.
What you saw was Ginkgo went into the mirror.
I'm gonna follow him then.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow as well.
Not gonna
I'm
re-describe
gonna
it.
go drink some wine. Whatever's
Yeah.
closest.
Yeah, I'm gonna just start eating everything.
I'm gonna pull up a chair.
Okay.
I just grab a piece of meat unceremoniously from the center of the table and put it in front of me with no plate and start eating it with my face and hands.
I haven't had a drink in a while, so I'm just downing.
I
just
haven't
got
eaten
bottle
in like
of
2
hand.
hours.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna have to do
large
this.
body
We're
mass index.
thirsty elves.
Okay, I'm gonna need all 3 of you guys to roll a d4.
I don't know if that's a good one or a bad one.
One's alright.
One fate for all.
Okay. Oh, God. I can't. Okay, so. Oh, God damn it. Alright, so. So, you guys... the feeling that you feel having eaten and drank what you drank for... who's eaten and who's drinking?
Drinking.
I'm doing both.
Okay. So, Jonesy, as you shove a flank of roast pig or whatever it is that you grabbed, and you go to bite into it, it looks delicious, it smells irresistible, but as you bite into it, the flesh tastes off. It tastes like maybe it's been spoiled, and you feel this gut-wrenching urge to just purge everything in your body as you
I
look
put
down.
my finger in my mouth and start purging onto the table.
Okay. As you look down and realize that the flank in your hand is completely covered in mold and has maggots crawling on it and is completely infested.
Yeah, I'm gonna puke up on the table.
Okay, you do that. I should also mention that you feel having had what little you had, you still feel an inkling of doubt in your combat abilities.
I've never had an inkling of doubt in my combat abilities.
You do now. Alright, who was drinking?
Meat's off.
What's that?
The meat's
I
off.
was.
Yeah. Okay, so, as you go to drink, you pick up a cup of wine, and you touch it to your lips, and you taste something that tastes very bitter. It doesn't really taste very well, although when you were smelling it before you drank it, it tasted like the most delicious wine you've ever seen or smelled in your entire life. Like it's been... Take the perfect grapes and distilled for the perfect amount of time, and, you know, I don't know how to wine, but you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's fucking perfect.
I do.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, and once it hits your lips, it tastes very, very bitter, and you look down into the cup, and you see just dead flies and maggots and some sort of, like, brownish white liquid that just... It has kind of the consistency of curdled milk. And you feel unsure of your combat abilities.
Curdled wine.
I'm always unsure of my combat abilities.
Now you're significantly less so. Alright,
but
now
I'll
for,
drop
yeah, right. Now for Cruven. What did you eat and what did you drink?
I mean, did I let them go first?
You all three did it at the same time.
Good answer.
What was that?
You all did it at the same time.
Alright,
You were
I
like,
don't know.
what? Food?
I had
And you all
something.
three just... Okay, well... I'm gonna assume that you took, like, a leg of a pig and some wine,
That's fine.
and combined the
Perfect.
previous two... Yeah. You feel the same things, saw the same things, and you also feel unsure of your combat abilities.
Well, yeah, I fell on my sword last night.
Yeah, but you felt great about it last night. Today, not so much.
Alright. I'm gonna say this is bullshit, and I'm gonna upend the table. I'm gonna try to upend the table.
Yeah, you lifted about a quarter of an inch off the ground before the weight is too much for you, and you have to set it back down.
Damn it.
I'm gonna laugh at Jonesy.
This is really upsetting. Guys, I'm seriously beginning to doubt my combat ability. Does this room still just have the one door?
Yes.
Okay.
And next to it is a plate.
Is a plate where like the handle should be?
Right next to it. Right where the handle should be, kind of sunk into the wall, is a plate. You can see that there's something on it, but you're not close enough to see what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way that way.
Okay. What are the other two of you doing?
I'm gonna go touch the mirror.
You don't see a mirror.
Oh, the mirror's gone. Okay.
Yeah, you
Oh,
entered,
fuck.
and when you guys look behind you from entering the mirror, you see a wall.
I'm gonna go touch the wall.
You touch the wall. It is warm.
This wall's warm.
No way out. I guess we're committed to this now. Hope there's a crown at the end of it or something.
Hopefully.
If not, we're gonna have to start rationing our food or really lower our standards.
Alright, I guess I'll go follow Jonesy.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So as the three of you take a couple of steps up to the what looks to be like a dais, it's just like a raised surface a little bit, like 3 steps. And you see the door. There is no handle on the door. There's no discernible etchings on the door. It's just a regular door. And made from wood. No fancy inlays or anything. To just about a foot away from where the handle would be, sunken into the wall, is a plate. And on the plate, you see 3 gold coins. One of them is covered in blood. And you see a clump of hair.
Fuck. Guys, it's another puzzle. What color's the hair?
It's brown.
I don't have brown hair.
Mm-mm.
I think I do, right?
Groovin's got brown hair.
Yeah. Do I? Thought I did. Oh, I look. Yes, I do. Alright, I'm gonna tear out some hair. However much.
You're tearing out a clump? You're tearing out a clump of hair?
Instead of cutting it with all of the sharp things that you have,
Yep.
I'm just gonna straight up rip it
He's
out of his
he's
skull.
committed because he did say it, so I just want to point that out. So you rip out a clump of hair out of your scalp. And
He's
what are you
losing it.
what are you doing with this clump of hair?
I'm a little worried.
You're handing it to who?
Yeah, to Jonesy.
Okay, so you're handing it to Jonesy. Jonesy, you have a clump of elven brown hair. There's you can see the end where it would
I
stick
try to
into
brave
his...
up and be like, okay, and I take out another gold coin,
Okay.
and I put it on top of the hair,
Okay.
and then I take another one and put it on top, and then I realize that there's some blood.
You can just rub it on me.
You
Yeah, I was
have
all
blood.
up before this.
Oh yeah. So you're bleeding.
Well, he's not anymore. He was.
I what?
Okay, hold still. Is there any wounds of his that have just like recently stopped bleeding?
Yes. They'd be where he was cut. I can't remember
Okay.
specifically where.
I'm gonna thumb one of them
Okay.
and try to scrape off a little bit of the scab.
Okay. You scrape off the scab, and he starts bleeding.
And I'm gonna rub the coin on his face.
Okay. Ginkgo, you feel strange as there's a man in front of you holding a gold piece, rubbing it against your face. It feels cold.
I'm just gonna let it happen.
Okay.
I take all 3 of these artifacts and place them on the plate.
When you place them on the plate, the door swings open.
Hey.
Fucking got it, guys. Cool. We're the best at this.
You nailed it. Alright, let's go.
Okay, we don't even look where we're going. We're just gonna walk through the door.
Yeah. Okay, so all 3 of you step through the door. As you were walking from the door being opened, it's completely dark inside the room. As you step through, all of a sudden it's bright in the room, and you feel this intense heat. And you look around, and what you see is in the very center of the room, you see a very large brazier with a green flame in the center, and it is raging. Across the hall you can see a door. And behind you, the door that you walked through, is a wall.
Man, there really is no way out of this place. I test a little bit, moving closer to the brazier. Is it way too hot for me to get closer?
No, you can get as close as you want. The closer and closer that you get, you realize it's getting hotter and hotter. You are currently about 30 feet away from it, and you feel it is very, very warm. Uncomfortably warm, but not like, holy shit, my skin is burning kind of warm. You are about as far away from the brazier as the wall is to the brazier on either side.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk to the wall,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna follow the edge of the wall
Okay.
towards the door.
Are you scaling the wall or just walking along it?
I'm gonna put my back up against the wall and shuffle over sideways. I don't want to get any closer to the brazier. I don't like green fire. I don't trust green fire. I don't want to get closer to green fire. So I'm gonna start shifting sideways on the wall, heading towards the door.
Okay. As you start shifting, along the edge of the wall, you notice that it's still very, very warm, but as you get further and further away, it kind of lessens, and you're now just comfortably warm on the other side of the brazier. The only thing in front of you, you're by the wall, but where the wall meets the next wall, about, halfway across, you see a door.
Okay, I'm making my way that way.
Okay. Ginkgo and Kruven, what are you guys doing?
How big is the fire? Like, roughly?
Well, it's just a regular-sized brazier, probably the size of like a chair. The flame is not overly large. It is green though, and it's putting off a significant amount of heat.
I'm gonna walk about 30 feet away from it and try to use Druidcraft to put it out.
Okay. Do you have to roll for that, or is it just a thing?
It's just a thing.
Okay. So you channel your inner druidic skills or whatever, and the flame The flame flickers, but does not go out. It just flickers briefly.
It's probably some sort of magic flame.
It's great. I yell across the hall.
It's
is.
green. Oh fuck! I'm gonna just scamper on the same way to Jonesy.
I'm gonna need you to describe it.
I'm gonna put my back against the wall and walk all the way to one side and then walk all the way to the other.
Walking or slinking back to your wall the whole way?
Yeah, back. Sorry.
Okay.
Walk like an Egyptian.
You do that, same thing happens as what happened with Jonesy. You're now on the other side, comfortably warm, you see a door.
Cool.
And Jonesy's standing next to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna scope out that door. Is it just got a regular handle on it?
Yep.
I'm gonna push down on the catch and see if it is there any give to it.
Yep.
Neat. I look at Ginkgo and I go, if you can see
Alright, I'm
me.
gonna mimic what they did and get over there.
I'm gonna need you to say it.
I'm gonna put my back against the wall and slink.
Okay. Same thing happens for you. You're now standing in front of the door. Next
Okay,
to
I
Jonesy
stand
and
with
Kruven.
my back
warm?
against the wall and I push down on the handle and I push the door inwards
Okay.
if I can.
It swings towards you, so you're just pushing it
Oh,
against
okay,
the
so-
catch.
Okay, so I open it and I fling it towards the fire and open it.
Okay.
And is there any light coming through it?
No.
No.
It is
it's
a
dark.
room that you cannot see in.
Okay. I walk a little bit away from the wall to switch spots with Kruven, and then I see if he can see into the next room.
Okay.
I'm
Kruven?
gonna peek around the door and see if I can see anything.
It's completely black. You cannot see.
Cool. Sweet.
It's magic black.
Just like the previous couple of doors.
They're really putting us through the trials.
There's a theme here.
Yeah.
How long's your glow rod last?
A sunride cracked lasts
Sunride.
for about an hour.
Okay, so you probably got about
So-
half an hour of time left on it.
So it's in your belt, and that doesn't Does it help us at all or no?
I wave it in front of the door.
No?
It's magic darkness.
Super magic.
Well, you haven't tried
hey,
throwing it in. I'm just
What did they
as an observer.
offer you for this crown? Just out of curiosity, do you guys have a like a? I know you have an agenda, but I don't know if you have like a paid agenda, because if they're putting us through all these trials to get this thing, and it's really powerful. If it's not a really good payoff, I say you guys should keep it. But that's just me playing devil's advocate. I slip into the room.
Okay, we'll figure out what happens there in a second. I kind of want to get Cruven and Ginkgo's responses to what you said and our actions.
I don't really recall because we left the room.
Yeah, so did I. We left early.
You can roll history.
But we
Yeah.
weren't there.
I can tell you,
Okay.
depending on your roll.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay, so
Excellent.
Bob, what you recall is that you, after having been champions in the pit, were brought before the king, and he said that he needed adventurers to go on some sort of quest. He was speaking about some sort of quest, and oh, look, your feet. Oh, those are kind of cool shoes. I'm thirsty. We should go to the tavern. And then you see the front door as you're walking past, away from the king. Ginkgo! What you recall is slightly more detailed, because you rolled slightly better. You remember being in front of the king telling you that his daughter was kidnapped, and that he needed a group of adventurers to go and rescue her, because as the monarch of their kingdom, somebody must always be in the castle or in the royal city, and that it must be a royal member of the family, and considering it's his only daughter, he needs somebody to go out and find her because, again, she had been kidnapped. You recall a tiefling being very rude, and a gnome saying how bored he was, and you recall Cruven looking down at his shoes, turning around and walking away. And as he's walking away, you can recall that the king had mentioned that as a test of whether or not you guys would be able to rescue his daughter, you would need to prove yourselves by getting a relic of a fallen kingdom that once rivaled his kingdom. And the relic being the old king's, crappy bone crown, with no discernible magic effects or any kind of novelty whatsoever, as far as you know.
So we're getting this crown, which he said isn't magic at all, to prove we're worthy of rescuing his daughter. But I mostly just wanted to get drunk at the tavern.
Cool, man. I'm gonna put it on and see if it's magic.
I'm
Do they
assuming that
follow
dialogue
me?
happens as you guys follow him through the door?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you saw Jonesy step into what seems to be an abyss. As he stepped through the threshold of the door, he completely disappears. You guys, being the brave souls that you are, followed in afterwards, and what you guys see is a room. In this room, you see a statue in the very, not center, but about 3/4 of the way down in the center. You see a statue of... It's kind of like a human, but he kind of looks... his features are all off. You can tell that he's human or was once human, but it's a statue, and his features are all kind of changed. He's got a little bit of a droopier face. His hands are, like holding like that, and in each hand there is an orb. And,
Does he look like Walter?
No. Well, you wouldn't be able to tell because Walter's face is all fucked up with teeth and...
Well, yeah, but if that statue looks like him,
you...
I would offer him a human body and some pepper. Anyways,
Yeah, you know what? Your passive wisdom would tell you that there is a chance that they are related. that Walter is possibly related to this person.
Weird.
This person being a statue. The one holding the orbs. Along the ground, you can see a crack that runs from the statue all the way to the wall on either side. And aside from that, there is nothing in the room. And yet, it is somewhat warm, but also somewhat cold.
Guys, this place is all fucky. What do the orbs look like?
The one on the left is blue. The one on the right is red.
I turn around to the boys and I put my fist up in the air in the universal multi-realm symbol of rock, paper, scissors.
Alright.
Yep. Let's go.
I'm blue. Ready?
I don't fucking. That was so bad.
I've never seen a three-way rock, paper, scissors over Skype before. That was
That was
fascinating.
really bad.
Why didn't you guys just roll 1d3?
We probably should have done that.
That's not how this works.
Alright,
We're role-playing.
fair enough, fair enough. Okay, so Ginkgo, you've lost the three-way rock, paper, scissors duel.
Okay, I look at Kruven then and I go, okay, you're red, I'm blue.
Okay,
Win.
Jonesy, you've won this weird game of rock, paper, scissors.
I go up and I try to take the blue orb right off the hand.
Interesting. The orb is cold to the touch. And... you take 4 points of damage. Frost damage.
Ow.
It's really fucking cold. As you
touching it.
as you pull your hand off, the top layer of skin sticks to the orb. Your hand really hurts, as you know, losing a layer of skin would do.
Yeah. Okay. I'm all for different ideas. I say, putting my hands underneath my armpits and coddling myself. Ice damage.
I'm gonna poke the red one off with my quarterstaff.
Okay, I need a d20 for that. Your quarterstaff burns up. The whole thing is on fire, and you take
Oh,
6 points of damage, and your hand's on fire.
okay.
Wait, no, your hand is not on fire. 2 is good.
Oh. Alright.
You might want to drop the quarterstaff because it's fully engulfed on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm assuming that is...
Yeah, I'll drop
okay.
it.
Okay. Your quarterstaff is slowly burning away as it's sitting on the ground.
Interesting. Is there any part of his staff that's not on fire?
Well, it's purely made out of wood, so it's all on fire. Wood is really, not a good deterrent to fire.
What's the statue made out of?
It looks to be made of marble.
Marble. And there's nothing else in the room? Just
Nothing.
the statue?
Just
Some
a
orbs
statue and the cracks. Correct.
Do you guys have any magic that involves heat or ice?
No.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna step on the staff a little bit to try and smolder out a piece that I can pick up. Can I do that?
Sure, just roll a d20.
Okay.
Okay, you start stamping away, and you manage to, without too much trouble, put the entire staff out. It is now...
Oh, I didn't want to do that. I only wanted
Oh.
to put up part of it.
Sorry, okay, well then, about a foot of the end closest to you, you put out, and the rest is still engulfed.
Okay, I pick it up
Okay.
and I start batting the marble statue with the fiery bit.
Okay.
I
I need a d20 for that.
Okay.
Okay, now finish what you're going to say.
I'm trying to. I don't know. I think I'm trying to activate whatever is happening here. Oh,
Okay.
we're choosing orange. We're choosing heat or red. We're choosing red.
Okay. As you go to... Are you prodding or smacking?
Smacking.
Okay, so
Like,
as you go...
punitively, I'm smacking him.
Right, so you go to smack... where are you aiming?
Oh, the face.
Okay. So you go to hit it directly over the face, and where it hits, breaks, and the top half flies off behind it, and you're holding a shorter quarterstaff on fire.
I look at Ginkgo and say, I'm sorry, and I drop it. I turn around and try to not make eye contact.
I don't know if you knew this. Just as an aside, wood when it's on fire becomes weaker. Just saying. Science.
I'm now looking at the wall to see if anything changed.
Nothing.
Okay, so there's nothing else in the room. No materials for fire
Nothing.
making. Nothing.
The only other thing in the room is your companions. And the door on the other side of the statue.
Oh, there's a door on the other side of the statue.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned that.
Um,
Past the cracks. At the others. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. As you get closer to the statue, you realize just past it there's a door. There you go.
what's at the door? I'm gonna walk that way. Not make eye contact with the guy's staff who's I just broke.
What's what side of the statue are you passing? Left or right?
Since I hit it with the stick, I pass on the blue side.
Okay.
And then start walking towards the door, looking for
Yeah,
Just
no,
looking for a
hold
door
on,
handle.
hold on. Things are happening. You take 8 points of damage as the orb sprays freezing cold water on you.
Ah, frick.
Do you want to continue walking?
Yeah.
Okay. You take another step. And take 4 points of damage as the blue orb is spraying freezing cold water at you.
Okay, I'm gonna rush back to the other side.
Okay. You take 3 points of damage as the orb is spraying freezing cold water at you. You pass the crack, and the orb is still.
Ah, okay. I'm all kinds of fucked up. I'm gonna, I would tell you guys not to do that. It will probably kill you. Okay, we're gonna need a new strategy. Unless you guys can, like, leapfrog directly over the statue. Wait. Is the statue's legs displayed? Can I crawl through them?
No.
Damn it.
They're
I-
together, like he's standing at attention, holding the two orbs.
I can only assume the red side does the fiery bit of that.
Passive wisdom and the fact that you were just covered in freezing rain that really hurts would tell you that something similar would happen on the other side. Just not freezing. You suspect fire is involved.
How securely fashioned to the floor is this statue?
It looks almost like it's kind of built into the floor.
It was pretty sturdy. Everything we threw against it broke. I'm assuming it's part of the room. There's a puzzle here to solve. We're just not seeing it. Investigation. I'm going to check out the statue to see if there's more to it. If there's any indications of more complex things we're just not seeing here. Is there anything item-wise on him that's different? Is there a symbol on him, etc., etc.?
Okay. Roll investigation. Oh, cool. Good roll. You can see that the whole thing looks to be made completely out of whatever I said before, granite.
Marble.
Marble. Looks like completely made out of marble. You can see that one eye is glowing ever so slightly blue, and the other is glowing ever so slightly red, and the hood draped over It's not like a cloak or whatever. It's like it's part of the statue. It is also marble, but it is his head is kind of covered, and you didn't see that before. And only you see that, I should mention. The other two just see a statue with a man just standing there, with the whole orbs and whatnot.
Okay. This is interesting. His eyes are glowing. And his eyes are... well,
Ever so faintly glowing, I should.
ever so faintly glowing.
Yes.
But the fact that he's hooded seems significant. I've got a cloak on that has a hood, because I stole it from a drow. But before I try this trick, I need to heal up a little bit. So let me see here. I've got some health potions.
Either one of the other two want to do anything here? You're letting Jonesy kind of lead the adventure.
I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
'Cause
You heal.
And health potions are D8s, right?
Yeah.
Rad.
You fuel.
I
Rejuvenate.
drink the remainder of my health potions.
Awesome. Cruven, what do you want to do?
I guess I'll just there's nothing else other than that door and the statue around here.
Correct. And where you came from is a wall.
I guess I'll investigate the statue.
Okay. You see a man holding, or a disfigured, slightly, skewed features, blah blah blah, man holding two orbs with a cloak over. No glowing eyes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Got nothing.
Okay, I'm going to put my cloak up over my head and think cold thoughts and pass slightly over the line, waiting to see if the statue does anything. I'm not looking at it, but if I feel anything, I'm going to back off.
You take 5 damage, and the blue orb is spraying freezing cold rain at you.
Fuck. Okay, that didn't work.
I'm gonna investigate the statue.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys keep doing that.
You see a statue of a slightly disfigured and askewed features man holding one orb in either hand with a... as you get closer, you can see his kind of head kind of warps a little bit, and you can see the cloak sitting over. You do not see any glowing eyes. Yeah.
I'm gonna use Magic Stone and throw one at the red orb.
Okay.
So
Okay. So the orb, you throw it. It hits perfectly right in the square center of the, you said orange orb? Or the red orb?
yeah.
And when it hits it, it seems to disappear into a little puff of fire, and some smoke smolders up. And it is gone.
Okay. I'm going to... I guess I will try to walk around that side of the statue then? Red side?
You take 6 points of damage as you get hit with a fireball, and you are not on fire. Would you still like to move forward?
No, I'm gonna back up.
You step back behind the crack, and you are fine. Aside from the, little bit of singeing here and there.
I broke the red orb.
Jonesy, did you hear?
I was coddling my frosty wounds and have now turned around to assess
you-
the situation.
Did you hear any of what just happened?
Nothing. Literally
Okay,
nothing.
so what you heard is you weren't looking at
No, I was
Ginkgo?
watching my hands and make sure that my bits are still attached after being covered in iciness.
Okay, what you heard was whatever sound it is that Ginkgo makes when he uses his magic stone, and you hear the rock that he threw hit the red orb, and you hear a fizzling sound as it ignites, and that's all you heard. And then you hear a footstep, a large whoosh, like something just lit on fire, like, and you hear Ginkgo go ah as he got a fireball to the face or to the chest or wherever it hit him. Chest. Let's go chest. And then he stepped back behind the crack, right next to you guys.
Damn it. Okay, so attacking the orbs doesn't work. We've tried to move the orbs. That doesn't work. I'm gonna walk up to the statue and see if I can push the hood off the top of his head.
It's part of the statue. You cannot. Also, I should
Sometimes
mention...
things look statuey.
Fair enough. It's a good try. I should mention, this is a little bit meta, but you should share the knowledge that you got with the statue with your compatriots.
One eye was
Because they
glowing
both rolled
red.
really badly on investigation.
Oh, one eye was glowing red, one eye was glowing blue. I'm assuming it matched
Faintly.
the sides.
Correct.
Yeah, and he had a hood, faintly, and it was, he had a hood up over his head, which seemed significant to me at the time. Did you guys gain any insight when you were probing it with your magics?
No.
No.
Did his
Not at
eyes flare up at all when the magic happened?
Nothing.
No.
Okay. I try to just look him in the eyes. The statue, I mean.
Okay. You're staring at a statue with slightly glowing eyes.
Is it a human statue?
Yeah, it's... Yeah, I mean, kind of human. Like, the features are a little bit, like, drawn out and stretched a little bit here or there. So it doesn't look like you, but, kind of... Not dissimilar from a human, but, you wouldn't look at him and be like... You'd look at him and be like, that's a fucked up human. But you would... That's the race that you would most closely associate this with, is humanity, and not elven kind or orc or anything else.
Okay. I say in common, Walter sent us. To nothing. To an empty...
Try poking the eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my hand up on the side of his face and put my thumb on his eyelid, like that.
Which side?
The lucky blue side.
Okay. You feel the side of his face is a little bit cold to the touch, not overly. When you put your thumb over his eye,
Not over it, on the eyelid.
on the eyelid, it feels very cold where you touched it.
Okay. I'm gonna try and drive that thumb as deep and hard as I can right into that eye socket.
You are pushing your thumb into a statue, and your thumb is cramping a little bit, but it's cold. It's a statue. I'm really proud of this puzzle, for the record. This is the episode I've been waiting forever. I only wish Drew was here. And Aaron.
And at the end of the cracks that lead to the wall, there's nothing, right? It's just a crack.
Cracks that
On
go
the
along
ground.
the wall and across the ceiling. It's like a full crack along the whole room that, signifies. Your passive wisdom would tell you that the crack that goes along the entire floor, up the wall, and across the ceiling is some sort of a line that would show you what to cross or not to cross.
And there's
And-
no hole or gap in it whatsoever?
Nope. It's a... Picture, like, a cement floor or whatever, right? Now, picture it's just, like, perfect concrete. Except for a little bit of a divot where that crack is. It's not really a crack, it's more like a grout all the way up and around.
Okay.
It's noticeable, but not, like,
I'm out of ideas.
I'm gonna take what's left of my staff and try to throw it past the cold side towards the door and see what happens.
Okay. So the side that you can reach, you throw it past the cold side, and while it's still on fire, you throw it, and freezing rain hits it, and the fire completely goes out. It hits the ground with a thud and shatters into 1,000 pieces. Your staff is now no more. You should remove it from your inventory when you get a chance.
I already did when it got caught on fire.
Gotcha.
Oh, I forgot to take that gold away from my inventory. Which reminds me.
13 plus 3 so far.
Yep. I'm down to 610. Oh, woe is me. But I'm going to be at 609. I'm taking one out of my pocket.
Okay.
I'm going to throw it right over the statue's head, straight towards the door.
Okay. You see from the blue orb, freezing rain hitting it, and from the red orb, a fireball gets shot at. So it both gets frozen and then lit on fire, hits the ground, and shatters. And you see a bunch of flaming little pieces of what used to be gold.
See, I'm glad I didn't do that.
So am I. That would have been a really, really shitty way for your character to die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 2 gold coins and put them over each eye.
Okay. How are you making them stick?
I'm just gonna hold them there.
Okay. You are holding 2 gold pieces next, or in eye sockets of this statue.
While he does that, I'm gonna take another gold piece and throw it right over the guy's head.
Same effect as before happens.
Shit.
Don't forget to remove that 1 piece from your inventory.
I did. I just
Okay,
did. Because I don't have anything useless I can throw. I'm just throwing money at the problem. There's no other writing or anything to this room?
Nothing.
Should we try to break the statue?
I don't know. I'm gonna roll history to see if I've ever heard anything like this before.
Okay. You faintly recall, throughout your travels as a professional wrestler, of various traps and various puzzles in different people's like coffer rooms. Some people would put an enchantment on doors or whatever, so when they enter them, they have to pass some sort of trial. Generally, they are harmless, but sometimes you have heard of some people putting very dangerous curses on certain objects within this small little trial. And you recall faintly hearing of an elf from hundreds of years ago that created something called the dual orb persuasion technique, or dissuasion technique. Yeah, dissuasion, because that makes you not want to go there. And you don't quite remember how it was solved, aside from I don't want to just give it to you. I gotta be careful.
That's okay. I can think about it for a while.
Yeah, the only thing that you can recall as you're thinking your hardest is that somehow you need to stop the point of casting from seeing the target.
Oh. I get naked.
Okay.
I'm good at getting naked, but I leave my shoes on because my shoes are special.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the cloak off that I'm wearing and tear it in half, from the neck piece all the way down to the trim at the bottom.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw half of it over the orb on the blue side and half of it over the orb on the fire side.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a gold piece out of my inventory. Go 607. I'm down to now, and throw it straight over the head of the statue.
Okay. The gold piece sails over the head of the statue and hits the ground with a little bit of a clutter, and it, rolls in a circle, and you hear the sound of a coin just settling in. And then it
Rad.
flops down, and nothing happens.
I'm gonna look at the other guys and smile, give them a thumbs up, completely ignoring the fact that I'm nude. I'm gonna look at the cloak on either side of the arms and make sure that they're securely on top of the orbs, so that they're not gonna slide off or anything.
They are secure.
And then I'm gonna walk over and pick up my coin,
What side of the statue are you stepping on?
the blue one.
Okay. You notice through your cloak that the you can see when you put your cloak over a faint blue, as it is like swirling and it's very bright. When you put your cloak over it, doesn't completely eliminate it. You see a faint little blue through your cloak, and as you step past the crack, it flares up. You still want to walk forward?
I step back and I'm like, fuck, I was so sure. The coin was fine. Did it flare up for the coin?
Yes, both sides did.
But didn't hit. How far away is that door?
It's about 20 feet behind it.
Can I see if it's just got a regular catch on it?
Yeah, it actually doesn't even have a handle on it. The door is just kind of cracked open a little bit, and where the handle would be is just a hole. Like somebody didn't even bother to put the actual door handle in it.
I am going to bolt charge as fast as I can and as hard as I can, just straight towards that exit. Go straight past the coin, straight past everything on the frost side, but then head towards the middle and just go straight for the door.
Okay. So what Ginkgo and Kruven see is both the blue orb flares up and gets really bright underneath the cloak. As Jonesy dips towards the center, the red one flares up really bright, and he keeps running and disappears through the doorway. And both orbs go back to dormant.
Seems safe. I'll follow
Alright.
him.
Yeah. I'm just
Okay.
gonna prance behind.
Cool. You guys casually prance past the statue, not looking behind you, and walk through the door.
Yep.
And there's a naked
I'll grab
human.
that coin.
There's a naked human in front of you. Okay. You pick up 1 gold coin. Please add it to your inventory. And you guys step through the doorway, and you are now standing in what appears to be a throne room. And there is a naked human man standing in front of you, which you recognize as the back of Jonesy,
With my boots on.
with his boots on.
Alright. Oh, glad we figured that one out.
It's a throne room.
Alright.
Jesus.
So there's a throne at the end of this throne room.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep. There's Okay, so the way that it works is there's a bunch of pillars, as it's, a royal throne room, so there's a couple pillars as the hallway, and as it opens up into a big oval shape. And raised a little bit, up 3 steps, something non-significant, you see one throne right in the center, and next to it is a table. There seems to be something on it you can't quite see from where you're standing.
I gotta walk up to that table.
Okay. So you're standing just to the left side of the throne, and on the table you see a bone crown with a placard in front of it with an inscription.
What's it say?
Are you can attempt to read it?
Yes.
Okay. The placard says, "Passed down from father to son, this crown holds the power of our lineage. Be well, my son."
I don't trust this. Do you guys have detect magic?
I don't believe
Nope.
so.
I can predict the weather.
That'll be helpful.
I would like to investigate the table, or this whole thing for traps.
Okay. Okay, so you walk over and you knock on each of the pillars. You walk over to the throne. You kind of push down a little bit on the seats, and in the back of the seat, you kind of tap the siding, trying to find like a hidden like switch or whatever. You scale along the floor. You're checking the whole place, and aside from being a bunch of like scratched up and bruised and whatnot and all that because of the war and whatnot, it is a perfectly pristine throne with a perfectly normal wooden table, the placard, and the bone crown. No traps that you can discern.
Well, one of you guys wanted to wear this, right?
Yeah, Kruven did.
No, I think I've grown out of that.
That's good. That's what adventure's about. You grow as a person.
He's the youngest.
Is he? How old are you?
Oh,
You're an
He's
elf.
not.
You're probably like 100 and something, right?
Like 80 something.
Yeah.
he's a young elf, though.
82.
I'm an old human. I'm 50 something.
I've only been drinking for 6 years,
Okay, so something interesting. Jonesy, I need you to roll a con save.
All right.
Okay. You feel fine. Little sneezy, but yeah, you're fine.
Guys, I feel fine.
I should... No, actually, I'm not going to mention that. You're good.
There was nothing passed over me. I feel
Nope.
fine.
You feel fine. I mean, you still feel a little bit uneasy about your combat abilities, but,
I take a deep breath, and I poke the crown with my finger.
con save?
Oh, whoops. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm going to take the first one because...
Yep. Sorry.
This is kind of ironic because you're not wearing anything except for your shoes, but you feel like the crown might really cap off your wardrobe.
Guys, I want to wear this.
Wear it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it and put it on my head.
Okay.
This one.
Okay, I got you.
How big is this crown?
Okay, hold on. You need to check Discord, sir.
Okay.
So what's going on here? He puts on the bone crown, and Kruven and
no.
Ginkgo, you see his eyes go completely cloudy, like he is no longer here.
This is right.
About 2 or 3 seconds goes by, and Jonesy's back to you. Only he's scared.
This isn't right. Nope. I want to take this off. I want to take it off. Can I take it off?
Sure, it's just a crown.
Okay, I put it on the table and I'm looking around. Do I still see what I was seeing before?
Nope.
Okay, I would not suggest that you guys put that on. Nope.
Since putting it down, did you look at it?
Yes.
Con save.
Shit.
You feel fine.
So there's something to this crown.
Not Jonesy, sorry. Kruven and Ginkgo. You guys are still kind of hanging a far ways back. Aside from seeing that his eyes went a little bit cloudy, you haven't actually looked at the crown or anywhere else in the room. Would you like to do anything? Or are you guys just kind of chilling, like 20 feet away?
I'll go check out the crown.
Alright, I need a con save.
I'm not gonna touch it though.
You're looking at it, and I need a con save.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel like the crown would really cap off your wardrobe.
Jonesy, this will look good on me, right?
Wait. Don't put that
No?
on your face. No. There is something to this, and it involves skeletons wearing crowns. I think it's like lineage locked. Are any of you guys related to this dude?
I think Walter might be. Let's bring it to him.
We didn't bring him with us. He said he would turn all mutant if he left his
I know.
room.
Maybe you have a bag of sorts?
Oh, you want to like Indiana Jones it?
Yeah.
He was
okay,
a fabled rogue. Not meta.
Yeah, I'm very very well acquainted in the local lore of
Jones? Dr. Jones?
Yeah, see, I know all lore involving other Joneses because I consider them my rivals.
where the fuck is my map? Oh, there it is. I'm very well versed in the lore of the Kingdom of Aldinia, so I very well know of the story of Sir Indy Jones, as he was known among his friends.
Good.
They said he
I
had the
have a rope
dexterity
here.
of 1,000 leopards or something like that. Who knows if it's true?
I'm thinking I'm just gonna like try to wrap some rope around it.
Around the
And,
crown?
like, yeah.
Are you looking at it?
No?
Be honest, sir. Are you looking at the crown? I'm gonna need a con save.
No.
Do you know what to do? Oh, okay. You feel fine.
I really think I might cap off my wardrobe though.
No, Ginkgo does. Ginkgo still
Yeah.
thinks it's really gonna cap off his wardrobe.
Yeah? Alright.
So you guys didn't see anything when I put that crown on, right? They didn't?
I mean, your eyes were kind of.
Yeah, you
Funny.
look a little cloudy. Looking scared.
Yeah. I saw the skeletons of 12 long dead men wearing a crown. This crown. And they kept saying that I wasn't one of them. So I was pretty scared of that. We see you and we will punish you.
I'm gonna need a
They
con
were-
save from Ginkgo again.
Alright.
Ooh, roll a D100.
I'm gonna put on the crown.
Roll a D100.
Alright.
Yeah, you don't know what's happening. You don't really have any control of your body. Next thing you know, the crown is on your head. And what Cruven and Jonesy see is Ginkgo standing in front of you, looks scared as he puts the crown on his head. His like mouth and nose have a completely blank expression, but you can see in his eyes something is going wrong. And then his eyes go completely cloudy for 2 or 3 seconds. They open back up, and he is scared and sweating.
I'm gonna give him a whack and try to knock the crown off of him.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't work. It's still snugly on his head.
Damn it.
You're back to the the realm of the living, as it were. You're fully awake. You're just sweating and scared.
I still have the crown on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, do we see a way out
I'm
of
just
here?
gonna leave it on, yeah. Is there a way out?
Yeah, the door that you came from is right there, and it is not magical at all in any kind of way. And yeah, it's closed, but
There's
it's
nothing
there.
else to this room?
Nope.
There was nothing else in it?
absolutely
Can I
nothing.
tie Ginkgo up with my rope
You
so he doesn't
can.
do anything crazy?
It-
While he has his
it's
crown.
it's D&D. You can do whatever you want, sir.
I mean, Jonesy, should we tie him up? He has a fucking crazy bone crown on.
I will charge myself as being personally responsible with that. I'm gonna pull my maul out and just kind of push him along towards the door, and just keep an eye on him.
Okay, when
I'm
you say
gonna-
keep an eye on him, where are you looking?
his middle back, I'm looking to see if he gets twitchy.
Okay, he is not getting twitchy.
Okay, I'm gonna say, let's get out of here. Don't do anything weird or suspicious, or I might end up hurting you. And I'm just gonna start pushing him towards where I knew the door was.
Okay. Ginkgo,
Yeah.
you feel kind of strange as your friends are now, treating you as hostile. And you don't know why. You feel perfectly fine outside of the fact that you're scared, sweating, and had that, for lack of a better word, vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm the one that's probably gonna die when I walk out the door. you guys are probably fine. So I'll go walk through the door.
Okay. You step out through the door and you see 3 dead bodies of human males standing in front of you. You recognize it as the foyer.
I'm behind him. I think we did it.
I'm behind
Yep.
him too.
Okay, I'm gonna very purposefully not look at the crown when I'm talking to him, because
Okay.
I'm getting a bad vibe from it, and be like, "We should get the fuck out of here."
Okay.
Guys, thoughts?
Should we go see Walter? See what he knows about the crown?
I think we should before we could do anything else, because we don't really want to. I don't really want to give it back right away.
No, I
Figure it
agree.
out first.
Let's go talk to Walter.
Okay. So you guys walk from the foyer. You walk through where the rubble was, blocking that door. You take a left, because you're coming from the opposite direction, so left would go up now, whereas before it went down. The right one now goes down. So you guys take a left. You guys walk up the spiral staircase, and you're now standing in a hallway with 7 doors, 3 to the left, 3 to the right, and 1 at the end of the hallway. You hear a faint, "Excuse me."
Yes, Walter?
Do you have any pepper?
No, Walter. We don't have any pepper. Do you've lived here for a while, like since this
Fuck,
place
what was the
like.
voice I did? I can't remember the
No,
voice.
you give me. You had a.
Give me. Okay, yeah, gotcha. I got it. Thank you. Sorry, what's your question?
You've lived here since this place was hopping, since it was like full of people, right?
Not exactly. There's this thing that happens. See, when you get turned into some sort of whatever I am. I think I'm undead. Huh? Am I undead? I've never really tried. Hey, you got anything that's blessed?
No.
What about some holy water?
I am the wrong guy to ask about that.
Yeah, no.
Well, I guess we can't test it. Anyway, so, something weird happens,
Test what?
to see if I'm undead.
Uh-oh.
I'm just curious. I've never met one. I can talk. I hear the undead are all just, mindless zombies. Just being all like, brains, he's ranting about zombies and brains.
Okay,
and
I'm gonna
undead.
ask him very pointedly. Do you know anything about the crown?
That crown on top of his head?
Yeah, that one.
Hold on. He feels perfectly fine. No, I don't know anything about that crown. There was this thing that's like... So, apparently, the people that used to live here, they have like... Everybody says cannibals. I don't think that's true. I mean, this was hundreds of years ago. I didn't really pay attention to history, but see, my wet nurse told me that there was this king that came here, and he built this castle, and then the other king, it was a total asshole, was like, "Hey, this is my kingdom, you can't build a castle here." And then they had this big fight, and he's ranting about this big fight between the 2 kings and talking about knights and catapults, and he seems to be going in circles about knights.
Do you have anything else valuable on you, Walter?
Valuable? Well, that depends on your definition of value.
I'm just gonna walk past him into his room.
Whoa! A man's room is his sanctuary.
I happen to know the king of this castle. This is all his sanctuary, and therefore, by rights, is my sanctuary. I start rooting through his stuff.
But you don't look like us at all.
While he's distracted, I'm gonna go try to put the crown on his head.
Okay. Interesting. Roll a d20. Okay. So you snugly put the crown on his head. his eyes go cloudy. He goes, "Whoa, that's crazy." And then they restore to normal.
What did he see?
You don't know that.
No, I'm yelling at him. What did you see?
See, there is this man. He kind of looks like what I think my father looks like. I don't know. He's weird. See, my wet nurse didn't tell me really much about my history, about my family, and basically, I don't really know who these people are. But it seemed like they wanted something.
Prince Walter? Is that you?
See, I don't know.
How about you come with us?
I can't leave this room.
Why not? What happens to you when you leave this room?
Alright, I'm gonna get my rope out and just start fucking tying them up, dude.
Yeah. I want to help with
I
that.
got 50 feet of rope. We got a
Just
lot.
spool him up.
I'm just gonna start lassoing it around him before he can say anything.
Okay. I'm gonna need a roll for that.
What would you like?
I'd like
Just
to
a
also
D20.
help him do that.
Yeah.
All three of you, D20s.
I'm gonna hold on to Walter.
Okay. You're holding on to Walter.
Oh yeah. Lasso champ over here.
Okay. Yeah, you guys have sufficiently tied him up, and he's looking at you like, so, is this like cops and robbers? 'Cause
Totally like cops and robbers, Walter.
my wet nurse was like, hey, when you play cops and robbers, make sure you're always the cop. Nobody wants to be a
Yeah.
criminal.
There's
He starts
some,
talking about
some
criminals.
fabric in his room, right?
Yeah, there's a bed and,
Yeah,
all that
cool.
kind
I'm
of
gonna
stuff.
grab a
Drapes.
piece of that and just tear a big strip off.
Whoa, that's my bedding!
Oh, it's okay. Hey, it's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna wad it up into a ball, and then I'm gonna be like, look at the ceiling.
Huh?
Say ah.
Ah!
Yeah, I'm gonna. Put
You
the
guys
whole
are
box and stuff.
You're going for woo.
Yeah, cool.
His mouth
Uh,
is sufficiently full of the bedding.
I'm gonna get the last little bit of rope and just kind of tie it around his head, just to make sure it stays in there.
Okay. I need a D20 for that, actually.
We might want to fasten the crown on his head too.
All right, I'll do that as well.
Though there's a couple things happening right here, so just settle down your horses, alright?
Settle down your horses.
Yes.
All of them. So just
Not
roll
hold
once.
them.
So I need a D20 first from Kriven. Okay. You have sufficiently tied the rope around his head. However, now I need a con save, because as you were doing that, you glanced up and looked at his crown.
My eyes are closed, bro.
If they're closed, you wouldn't have rolled an 18, sir.
Fuck. All right. So.
Con save.
Drop one.
You feel like the crown would really top off your wardrobe. I should have really come up
I'm
with
gonna
more
say
additional
this is
lines.
important, and I'm gonna look at the guy's chest and put run my hand over his face, up off the head, and take the crown and slide it down onto my arm.
Okay. It is now resting against your shoulder.
Okay, guys,
over
don't
here.
look at me. I'm gonna walk out of the room and start going down the stairs.
Okay.
Let's take this guy with us, and then I'm gonna turn around and see what happens when we take him out of the door.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll drag him along or whatever.
Yeah. I'm gonna just throw the rope over my shoulder and just start hustling him out.
I prepare my maul.
You pass the threshold, and exactly as he told you would happen, all of a sudden Walter goes feral. And he starts thrashing his head around and, trying to wiggle out of this rope. You feel that the rope might be able to hold for a little while, but eventually you're going to need to find a more permanent solution. The rag eventually gets spat out of his mouth, and the rope is covering all over his face, but he can still make out, some gurgled, menacing.
That's not good. I don't see any benefit in taking him with us.
I mean, we could just fucking take his jaw off. Then he can't bite us.
That's true. He's also bound up right now, so it'd be a lot easier to break his jaw up right
Yeah.
now or just smash all of his teeth.
Yeah, just just grab your maul and just fucking clobber him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put my maul into his face, just straight right below the nose, and just go down with it.
Okay, I need an attack roll.
Let's do that.
Yeah, you miss. You tried to hit him in the
He's
face,
thrashing
and
too much.
yeah, he's thrashing, and your maul just smacks against the wall.
Okay, guys, hold him still. I'm gonna try this again.
You want to grapple rolls from the other two, or do we just try the attack roll again? You guys can help him out by steadying Walter.
How do I steady?
Roll
I don't
a...
have a grapple.
A grapple is a strength modifier.
Yeah, just do a strength check. There you go.
Strength save.
Yeah. Okay, Walter's not moving.
Cool.
Yeah, you sufficiently hit him directly in the face. Roll damage. The thrashing stops, and Walter slumps.
Oh shit, is he dead?
no!
Would you like to check a pulse?
I poke him.
Okay, you poke him, and nothing happens.
Oh no! Walter! Walter, no!
Is it? Do I think he's dead?
Passive wisdom would tell you that he does not seem to be breathing.
Was he ever
He wasn't
before,
breathing
though?
before. He's dead.
Yeah.
True.
Well, at least he's quiet now. Let's.
That's true. He doesn't need pepper at the moment, so.
Let's put him just back in the room and quietly back. Wait, we need your rope. I don't know. What do we want to do here?
I mean, we can buy more rope. I have rope.
I've got rope too.
How much did I use there?
All of it.
All of it? Okay.
Yep.
That's fine.
And you're leading him with like 3 feet.
Okay.
So like 47 of it is wrapped around him.
Okay, so I'll just delete it from my inventory then.
Okay.
You know what? I
I
say
mean, you could
fuck
take
that.
your
We
rope
should-
back. You just have to untie him.
No, let's take him with us, because if we can't use him, then we can still mount him to the front door
Yeah,
of
no,
our
We're
tavern.
taking him. Yeah, no, he's gonna be there somewhere.
Well,
Okay.
so long as he's not moving and he's all fucked up like this, I'm gonna make sure that. What do the tip of his fingers look like? Are they sharp or are they pointy?
I mean, it's kind of like regular hands, but clearly they haven't been like. Upkeep was not high on the priority list for him, so his fingernails are quite long. Not very scratchy. It's not like he filed them down into weapons or anything. They're just kind of long, like 2 or 3 centimeters long.
Okay, well that's not very scratchy. And he's got no teeth now because I smashed them all out. Is there anything else on him that I could look like it could disarm from him?
No, he's just wearing a regular, robe.
Okay. Yeah, let's just start dragging him with us.
gonna
Also,
drag
guys,
Are you
Don't look
literally
at me.
dragging him or carrying?
Oh.
I'm not gonna carry him.
Yeah, he's a little big for me.
without looking at it, I'm gonna slip the crown off of my arm and try to put it in my bag
Okay.
and cinch that up. Okay.
Hold on.
Oh.
So you said you're taking the crown out and putting it where?
In my bag.
Okay. Ginkgo and Kruven, what are you guys doing while he's doing that?
I'm not
Dragging.
looking at Jonesy.
Okay.
Yeah, not looking
You-
at him.
You
I'm
hear
dragging, what's
you
his
hear him rustling through his bag. As
They were
he
holding on
slips
to the
crown.
other guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had to check. Okay. With that, that's where we'll end the episode for tonight.
Ah, damn it. Can we at least start leaving the castle and heading back?
Sure. Actually, no, you can't.
Damn it.
You can camp
Can
here
we-
if you want.
Can we play for another 4 minutes then?
Okay. I really have to piss, so let's make it a good 4 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay,
me
so...
too.
Okay, so, yeah,
At
what's...
best possible speed, I'm leaving the castle.
Okay, so you walk down the steps and you walk over to, put the map away, here it is, back to where the rocks used to be. This is where you guys camped. There's a little bit of what used to be a fire there because you guys didn't really do a very good job of cleaning up. And to directly ahead of you is the door that heads down towards what you would, passive wisdom would tell you, is the path that you took before, that took you around to where you cleared the rubble. To your left is the main door.
I go through the main door.
You exit the main door, and standing in front of you, you see a hooded figure. And now we're stopping.
Damn it, okay.
And we will pick up next week with what happens with the hooded figure.
Dagger throw.
If you're watching this live, thank you for watching it. See you guys again next week, 6 o'clock. Also, stay tuned. We're gonna take like a 2-3 minute break here to piss and whatever. I've been personally holding it for like an hour and 50 minutes, so my shit fucking hurts right now. But anyway,
Whoa.
That definitely needs to make it into the cut.
yeah. Well, no, this is technically still.
My
Yeah.
shit
Anyways,
hurts.
if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. Sorry that the other episode only went up 5 minutes before this one. Check us out. The Twitch link is below, where you can find the pre-show and the post-show, which we'll be doing here in a second. And feel free to drop by the Twitch. We go live generally around 6 o'clock every Monday, and play until generally about 8. So yeah, post-show coming up in a minute. See y'all next week. Alright, best time.